There's a whole baby duck inside this egg. Feathers, beak, a spine the size of your fingernail. A grandmother on a small plastic stool in a Saigon alley sets it down in a chun, a ceramic bowl, the wider end pointing up. She hands me a spoon. She says one sentence in Vietnamese. I do not understand a single word. The translator is busy. She just waits. Not breakfast. Not a snack. Not what the rest of the world thinks it is. This is hotvitlon. And in the next 5 minutes, you're going to learn why a stranger in District 4 served me a duckling in a ceramic bowl, and why she thinks I needed it tonight. Her name is Balut. She has sold Balut eggs on this corner for 31 years. Her basket is lined with rice husks. The steam still rises from it like something is breathing. Here's what most people miss. The Philippines incubates their Balut for 17 days. In Vietnam, Balut waits until day 19, 20, sometimes 21. 3 more days. 3 more days of feathers. 3 more days of bone. This is hotvitlon, the Vietnamese Balut egg. It means the egg of the duck that has turned. And in Saigon, you eat it from a bowl with a spoon like soup. Next to me, a construction worker named Chú Hùng cracks his third one tonight. He does not look down. He never has to. Across the alley, being 8 years old, peels his shelf faster than I can blink. He has done this since he was 4. I'm the only one afraid of the bowl in my hand. Pay attention to this, because before you tell me you could never eat a Balut egg, you should know where it came from. The hotvitlon, the Vietnamese Balut egg, did not exist in this country until the 1800s. It came down the trade routes from China, the same routes that brought tea and ceramic in the bowl in my hand right now. Researchers in the Journal of Ethnic Foods traced it back. Dr. Margaret Mayget wrote an entire book about it, published by Bloomsbury in 2019. This is not a stunt food. This is a 200-year-old medicine. In Vietnam, they call the philosophy Giang, yin and yang. The duck embryo is Giang. Hot, rich, almost too alive. So the grandmother always serves it with rau ram, Vietnamese coriander, sharp and cooling. The yam, the balance. If you've been watching this far and you want to see what happens when I actually take the bite, subscribe. Because the next 90 seconds are the reason you clicked. Balut takes my hand. She turns the bowl so the wider end of the Balut egg faces up. She taps once with the back of her spoon. The shell cracks like dry paper. Bro, stay with me. She peels off a small window, no bigger than a coin. And inside broth. Warm, golden, almost the color of weak tea. She nods at me. I lift the bowl to my lips. I sip. It is sweet, slightly herbal, like someone made chicken consommé out of a duck and a memory. This is the trap, because then she peels the second window. Bigger, and now I can see it. The yolk on top, soft and yellow. Beneath the yolk, the curve of tiny spine. And beneath the spine, feathers. Wet, dark, matted feathers, no bigger than an eyelash, folded against bone. Balut hands me a sprig of rau ram. She tears it in half with her thumbnail. She points at 3 small saucers on the table. Salt, black pepper, a wedge of lime. Muy tiêu chang, lần đầu si sais. First time, she smiles. She is not mocking me. She is waiting for me to do what every Vietnamese person here has done since they were children. I have to take the bite. I scoop. Spoon under the yolk, lift the whole thing, yolk, spine, feathers, broth, onto a single piece of torn rau ram. I dip it in muoi chu chan. I close my eyes. I bite. Here's the part nobody tells you. The yolk goes first. Soft, sweet, almost custard. Then the bite I was afraid of, the crunch. It is not bone. It is not sharp. It is something between cartilage and the softest piece of toast you have ever eaten. And then the beak. I feel the beak with the tip of my tongue. For 1 full second, I cannot move. I do not spit it out. I chew. I swallow. I open my eyes. And I really do not hate it. I look at Balut. She is smiling, but her eyes are wet. The translator finally arrives. He leans down and tells me what she said when she first handed me the bowl. Cháu nhìn giống người gặp chuyện không may. You look like someone who has had bad luck. In Vietnam, you eat hotvitlon, the Balut egg, to reverse misfortune. The duckling that did not get to live gives its life, so yours can keep going. Balut did not see a tourist tonight. She saw a man who looked tired, and she gave him a second chance in a ceramic bowl for 50 cents. I sit on a plastic stool in a Saigon alley with feathers between my teeth, and I feel grateful. So here's what I learned in a Saigon alley on a plastic stool with feathers between my teeth. 1. Hotvitlon, the Balut egg, is not a dare. It is a blessing. 2. The disgust is yours. The food is theirs. 3. You do not eat one to be brave. You eat one to be grateful. Balut handed me a second chance for 50 cents. I will think about her every time something in my life goes wrong again. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me, would you have taken baluttastetest? Would you have lifted it to your lips? Or would you have walked away and told yourself you were the smart one? If this story moved you even a little, hit the like button. It is free. It is one tap. And it tells the algorithm to show this woman's corner of Saigon to one more person tonight. And listen, if you made it this far into the video, past the feathers, past the beak, past the part where most people clicked away, you're the kind of person who actually wants to understand food before you fear it. That is rare. That is the whole reason this channel exists. So subscribe, because next week I am going somewhere most people would not survive a single bite, and I want you there with me when I sit down. I challenge you. Eat one before you judge one. Cảm ơn, bà Tư.